We fostered 20 children in 7 years and adopted 2 boys. And we got the boys when they were both 4. One's 11, one's 9. It's just a blessing to have them.
Every child is unique.
Yes.
We can't compare one to another. And everyone that walks through that door, we try and treat them as part of our family, like I said, but you know, it's up to them. It's up to them to accept what we have to offer.
It's something that we've learned through our grandparents and our great-grandparents. It's in Spanish, que cada niño es un mundo. Each child is its own world. And a lot of times people try to change the world, but they already come with that world. But it's how can we enhance that world to grow? And that's something that we've been taught ourselves. I got taught from a lot of people in the neighborhood. You know, we all have our own worlds. We're examples. As adults even, we choose our profession. We choose what we want to do. That's our world. That's how I see a child. That's how we see a child, is what world are they in and how can we enhance that?
What I get out of fostering is it's a relationship with children, which is amazing, but it's also an opportunity to see a transformation in their life. They come in with a lot of fear and a lot of hurt, and within just a couple of days they can flourish into this thriving child.
There is a need in our community, and that it involves these precious children, and we are able to do a small part in helping meet a need. And the placements that we've had and the boys that are now a part of our life are just bringing us so much joy, and I've never done anything better in my life.
It's better for the kids to be in a home where someone sits down to dinner with them and asks them how their day was than to be in an institution or in a group where nobody's really checking in on them as an individual.
What I like most about fostering children is the change, the positive change. Over the years, my wife and I, we fostered, I believe, about 9 girls. We always foster two teenage girls, and every case it's different and rare because every kid experiences something different. But I know that there's a few of them, especially one that you know, it touched my heart in a different way, and because that girl has gone through a lot growing up. You know, one of the typical cases, she was in system care since she was, I believe, like 2 years old. She aged out of the system, in and out of foster homes, group homes, residential treatment centers. With her, it took a lot of work, but it's worth it.
I never thought I would be a foster mom because over the years, my sister would always tell me that, because I didn't have kids, you know, and you should be a foster mom. And she even took it up on herself to contact the agency, and they called me. And I was like, no. I became a foster mom because I befriended a young lady at church. It wasn't working at home, and she was placed in a foster home, and that didn't work out because her and her older sister were not getting along. So I talked to the foster mom she was with, and then we agreed that she can come stay with me, and that's basically how I became a foster mom. I know at Devereux, I don't know about any other agency, they do give you that time where you need, where they give you the respite hours and whatever training that you need. You have to go once a year to keep yourself updated on everything that you need to do and be able to be a good foster parent.
We're strangers.
Yes.
You know, they come into our home, they're afraid. A lot of times when they're so small, they don't understand why they were removed from their home. So we help them understand those things, and you know, one of the most important things I think with the children that we have fostered is to let them know that none of this is their fault.
We want you to be ready in the future when you turn 18, when you say, I want to see my real parents, or to teach them also. It doesn't stop, because like I always tell my children, you're ready.
And being ready means having a foundation. That's what it means to me. is giving them a strong foundation so that they're able to have a voice, so that they're able to maybe confront a situation and being strong enough to do it. And at the same time, know that they have our support, our love, and unconditional love. And, you know, we don't know, we can't tell them what's going to happen. All we can do is help prepare them, you know, and it's going to be their choice.
All the time.
And they know that if it doesn't work out one way, we're here for them. It works out the other way, we're still here for them.
Our very first placement was an infant, and we were so excited to finally have a placement. And over the course of his time here, which was about 8 months, we saw his mom just completely turn her life around. She had the support that she needed. She had the services that she needed. And we watched her pull it together for him. And it was amazing to be able to stand by her side and support her as she did that.
It was just encouraging to be able to go and stand up for her and say, you know, this is a mom that we welcome, that she takes fantastic care of this child and really should be reunified with him, that we could support her in that and feel like this was a part of the community coming back to where it should be, and that we kind of, you know, could take care of a child while she was getting her things together and help her when she needed it, and then support her in taking him and heading off on her own to do that.
I guess one of the funniest stories is it goes to my biological daughter. She's 4 years old, and with her, I mean, she's able to recognize that that we are, you know, we are fostering, because she knows the girls come in and out of our home, because we help girls age out of the system. So a lot of the girls who come into our home are 16 or over, but she's recognizing that. Well, I guess what it is just like I like hearing her say that these are my sisters, and that's amazing to me. When we go to like 2 weeks ago, I took my 2 foster daughters I have currently with me to go drop off my biological daughter, and once we walk into the classroom, the teacher immediately knew my foster daughter's name, and she never met my foster daughter, and that just showed to me that my daughter is so proud. Because the teachers knew them by, I mean, we were shocked, the girls were shocked, I was shocked, and I just know that my daughter's gonna grow up with a very unique story, and we're really showing her how to open her heart and how to help people. And to me, that's the greatest story overall, is watching my daughter grow in this type of environment, you know, helping people, because she already recognizes it.
For me, it's like this sense of helping, loving them, getting them ready to go back home. Each kid that comes into the home, they see what the child that was here before them, they saw their artwork, and a lot of times they just want to add on, and now I have a wall that's full of artwork from each one of the kids that have been here. I'll always remember Jazz and I, probably because she was with me the longest, but she made me realize what unconditional love was. And I hope I don't start crying, because no matter, you know, what these kids go through, she had this big heart. She would always want to make you happy, or when you were sad, she would make you happy. I remember I wasn't feeling good or something had happened. I was laying on the couch. She went and got her little blankie and brought it and put it on me. You know, it just made me realize how blessed I was to have these kids. That's one of the things that Jazz has taught me, and you know, and I will be able to give that to the other kids, you know, that love is no color.
Devereux has been very good. You know, they provide training for us. We have mandatory meetings that we go to where, you know, all other therapeutic families are in the room, and we all talk about, you know, situations, and how we all help each other. So like a networking community. They have a great team, and they've been very supportive of us, and we've enjoyed working with the staff there. They make things, like I said, they make things a lot easier for us. Being part of that, it takes a little bit of that anxiety away or that fear thing. But, you know, like I said, it's about jumping in and saying, I can do this.
Yes.
You can. Anybody can do this.
Yes.
And I think that's the key. That don't be afraid. You can do it.
Exactly. That's all it takes. Wanting to do it.
The trainings that Devereux offers are fantastic and some of the best that I have been to in the 2 years that we have foster parented. And everyone that we've met through Devereux has been incredibly encouraging and supportive, and it's extremely helpful to have that when you are parenting, to know that you have a backup team supporting you in the decisions that you're making.
Kids won't go anywhere without a support system. They won't. And it needs to be strong, and that's what a foster parent is and should be. It's okay to take a teen. They're gonna change your life, and most of the time it'll be something good. We just want love.
Ask them questions like how old are they, what school did you go to, or what's your favorite subject in school, and color, and a lot what they like, because that's pretty much what they should know, is to have a heart as well.
They should be a real good role model, so the foster kids should try to be respectful and kind like them, and they would not notice that they're a foster kid because they're always kind and respectful to others.
If you want to do it, it's got to come from the heart. It's got to call you. You have to say, this is what I would like to do. And it's not something like a light switch you turn off and turn on. It's something that you have to commit.
That's what's rewarding about this job. You know, being able to see that child just blossom, open up, and start growing, basically, and moving forward with their life. You will have to have compassion, understanding, patience, a lot of patience. And I think that's the key, if you know, and especially a lot of love.
So fostering is it's a good thing, you know, when you can help somebody, because I've been blessed over the years, so I think it's just a good thing to give back to somebody else, especially children.
A lot of kids, what they need, and foster kids in general, they just need that one positive push. That's all they need. It's just that one positive push, and from there they'll move forward.
Foster parenting is the best decision I've ever made. It gives me hope for the future, and the love that I feel from the kids that we've been able to have in our lives is just overflowing and tremendous.
People have children into their homes because it's worth it. It's the most amazing thing I've ever done in my life by far.
If you feel like for 1 second that you might be able to provide that place or that home, I would say don't hesitate. Don't hesitate anymore. The need is now. There are kids waiting, they're available, and they need you.